Hi everyone, I'm MacKenzie with the Beaverton City Library, normally at Murray Shoals, but today I am at home and I'm going to show you how you can make some art with office supplies that you probably have at home or that you can easily get your hands on. So project number one is Post-it note art. And just a couple of things that you need for this are Post-it notes. You can use a variety of colors like this. You can stick with one color, or you can use that sort of off yellow color that's the Post-it note standard. And feel free, you can use whatever size Post-it note you want, but you do want them to be like the paper ones and not like the plastic flags that you use to sort of mark where to sign things. And then you'll just want something that you can draw or maybe even paint with. So I really like markers, so I have a variety of colored Sharpies and paper mate pens, and this is what I worked with. But feel free, whatever you want to work with, that is your choice. And then you can just draw patterns or designs or scenes on your Post-it notes. So here is one example. You can put these Post-it notes in a window, maybe near your desk at home, or on a closet mirror, or on the wall. But here's just one example. So I have made some different patterns, some different scenes and designs. I even put this reminder to relax with a smiley face. And you can do a grid like this, or you can arrange them whatever way you want. So here's your Post-it note art. Next we have paperclip art. So for this, you'll just want some paper clips, and they can be in whatever design or color or size that you have. I do recommend, if you have any paper clips that are kind of wonky that you wouldn't normally use as a paper clip anymore, to use those, because those will be great. And then you'll want a pair of needle nose pliers. So these came from my toolbox here at home. If you make jewelry, you probably have a smaller, sort of more precise set of pliers. So first thing you might want to do is to just straighten out your paper clip, and if you struggle with this, you can definitely get out the pliers. This is an older paper clip, so I feel like it's a little easier. It gets a little hard at the end, but those pliers can come into handy. Okay, so we have our straight little paper clip, and then we're just going to use these pliers to bend our paper clip into whatever design we want, and you can be as abstract or not as you want. And I am not much of an artist, so I usually tend to go more abstract. So here I've got like a zigzag pattern going on. Could be a great start to a dinosaur. You can just leave these little sculptures sitting next to your computer on your desk space, or what I've done is I have put mine in my plant. So it just had an end that I could stick right inside the soil. All right, so that is paperclip art. Last one is the easiest one. So I don't know about you, but I get a calendar, I go through it, and then I'm sad at the end of the year when all those beautiful photos or images that I got to look at every month, I no longer get to look at. And I don't know about you, but I've always, whenever I've tried to trim the image to try and frame it, it doesn't turn out so well. So I try and get it to fit like maybe a standard frame size, and it doesn't always work. So just a few months ago, I had this groundbreaking idea that I'm making this too hard for myself. So if you would like to continue to showcase some of this gorgeous calendar art, whether it's photos or something else, all you have to do is take the month that you're interested in and just rip out the image. Here we go. So as you can see, it's got a rough edge, so I would just trim that off. I do want to see that it's still Crater Lake. I'm not as interested in having the quote still on there, so let's see if I can trim off that quote. And if I can't, you can definitely use scissors to do this trimming, or if you have an X-Acto knife, you can use that. So here's that, and you know what I decided? I don't really like having that strip of white at the end, so I am just going to cut all of that off. It's pretty obvious to me that the photo is of Crater Lake. Pretty recognizable. Boop, there you go. And all you have to do is hang it like you would a calendar. So just decide where on the wall you would like to place it, and then put the nail in the little hole, hammer it in, and just let it hang from the nail. That's it. I was making it too hard for myself. So that is calendar art. So thank you for watching. I've given you a few ideas: Post-it note art, paperclip art, and calendar art. I hope it gave you some inspiration for how you can freshen up the decorations in your home. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.